Hey everybody, I thought I had a little bit of time. Why not come and do a live stream? Probably should have cleaned up behind me a little bit. There's been a lot going on and haven't had a lot of time, unfortunately. Just been busy with a lot of stuff. But thought why not come on and do a little talking here. I'm not going to stay on too long, just a little bit. There's some other things I want to do, but as long as I have a little bit of time, why not see if anyone wants to chat for a little bit? I know it doesn't look like we actually made progress with some of that stuff. So if anyone wants to come in and say hi, let me know. Hope everyone's doing okay. Probably not the most convenient time for people to see a live stream at almost 8 p.m. on a Monday. But just had some time, so that's why I did it. I don't think too many people is probably going to come in. I really need to announce these ahead of time. I think I'd get more people to want to join in because I do get messages after I do this. Oh, if they would have known, they would have been here. Because they didn't know that was going to happen. They didn't see the notification. Everyone gets notifications all the time. But let's see. This is some things I want to talk about. I should put together a list. Been doing a little bit more Disney videos lately. Now, it might seem like I've been going to Disney a lot lately. I haven't. Usually when I go, I film enough content for like several videos, usually over a week's worth. So if you see several videos in, say, a certain amount of days, usually one or two a day, it's because when I went that particular day to Disney, I just filmed enough to do all those. Some people go there and they'll film like bits and pieces of everything that they did and they put them together in one video, which I do that sometimes. It's more of a pain to do with the editing and decide how much and everything because I have a tendency to make videos too long sometimes. I know that, but it's just hard to decide what to film, what not to film, what I should cut out. Because I like to be able to show as much stuff as I can. So that's why sometimes my videos are too long. I know a lot of YouTubers, even especially the bigger ones, they like to keep the videos under a certain amount of time, which I guess I get it. Because time is valuable, attention spans are a lot lesser these days because we have so much going on in our lives. There's so many distractions. It's hard to watch a longer video. But I do that sometimes where I show a video like, say, at Disney, for instance. I show little pieces of each thing I did, which is, like I said, it's more of a pain to do. I always prefer to do like, a video just in this attraction, a video just in this restaurant, a video just in this. It's a lot easier to do. But I hope all the mothers out there had a nice, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, Mom had a good one. We celebrated it. Very important thing to do. I've seen some people pop in and out, but no one said anything yet. Let's see. I was at, and if you've been watching my videos, you'll see I was at Hollywood Studios on May the 4th. In case you don't know, May the 4th is kind of like the unofficial, official holiday for Star Wars. The Jedi's will say, May the Force be with you. Well, May the 4th kind of sounds like May the Force. So it was cool. I'd never been there that day. I intended to be at Hollywood Studios like the last two May the 4th, but I never made it for one reason or another. Things kept popping up. But it was great to finally be down there. I wish I could have stayed later, because when it got nighttime, they had some like lightsaber meetup things, and I think it would have looked cool. I don't have a lightsaber. I gotta get one. It's just expensive. That's why I haven't done it yet. But I know there were several YouTubers there, because I seen a few other people's videos, and I ran into some. Um, so it was always great to see fellow YouTubers, and especially ones I know. And then I met some new ones. So great, always meet up with friends and meet new friends. Um, I got to film an update on Lucky, my dog. I know there's some people that are very interested in it, and then some that's not. I know it's not probably a big reason why a lot of people are subscribed to this channel, but I think it's important to keep talking about it. It's good therapy about it. I care about the dogs a great deal, and I think these videos will also, I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid saying it, but it might help others who are kind of going through the same thing. So we have a dog with cancer. It's a very stressful, difficult thing to go to, especially if you care about the dog, in which I do. I'll give this to 10 minutes. No one comes in, I'm probably going to go. I'm not surprised no one's really coming in, because it's kind of a bad time on a Monday night to do this. I think probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday might be better. And then announcing it ahead of time too. Not everyone's gonna be checking their phones and things like that, or have time to come in the live stream. But in case you see this live stream after it ends, and if there's anything you want to ask, always add the questions below. Let's see. There's a few other things I have planned. I don't want to really say now until it's done, because things always could possibly happen to change it. But I have a couple of cool things I want to film the next couple weeks. I think people will enjoy. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But still amazes me that I get any views, really, because like I said, time is probably the most valuable commodity we have. Anyone out there that uses it to watch my videos, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. I mean, when I first started this channel, it was just a side thing, a hobby. I didn't really take it seriously. I was very nervous, didn't really know what I was doing. I'm not the most computer savvy person either, which has kind of hurt me with my channel, because there's things I can do to make the videos, the thumbnails more fancier, and I just don't, because either I'm not sure how to do it, or I do it really sloppy. I'm getting a little bit better at certain things. I think I definitely got better equipment, better camera than I used to have. The Canon G7X Mark II definitely has improved my filming compared to the other. The other two I had were okay cameras. But yeah, the Canon G7X, which a lot of YouTubers use, definitely, I think, upped the game and made it just more better. So I'm glad I got that. But there are other things I could do to make my channel better. I just need to do it. That was just the time and the money and everything. You got to take one thing at a time, And a lot of resources has gone into taking care of Lucky and things like that. So I got to do priorities. You know how it is. But I have this really nice video editing program. It's really good with videos and photos. I need to practice with it more, because I do very, very basic editing. And I especially need to practice on like thumbnails and everything, because I know some of my thumbnails are kind of boring. We do have someone in here. Speak up and say hi, be recognized. Not too much going on in this live chat yet. Oh, we have a couple people. Yeah, feel free to say hi. There's been too much going on in this live stream yet. I'm actually going to go soon if it didn't start picking up. But I hope everyone's doing good that sees this. My restaurant review videos have been doing fairly well, which I'm pretty happy with. And I think it's good to do these, especially for especially like non-chain restaurants, because if it helps give them a little bit of publicity and gets them a few more extra business, I think it's worth it. Um, I've actually had a few restaurants reach out to me when they saw my video and thank me, which is cool. I do have more of those I intend to do. Like I eventually mentioned, this is like my studio office area. One of these days it's going to be a lot more fancier. I'm going to have a real nice piece of furniture here whenever I get around to it. Just taking time. I'll get those boxes out of the way. That picture here is I bought that at Forever Vintage. It's a store in, if you didn't see the video, it's a store in Winter Haven. They're especially well known for having a lot of Disney props. This hung in one of the Disney resorts, All Star Sports. It's baseball themed with Donald. And it was actually the first resort I ever stayed at. And baseball is my favorite sport. I definitely wanted to get one. I seen some of these at another one, but they were more expensive. So I got this a bit better deal there. They had like two styles for the baseball one. I may buy the other one in the future, but not too bad. It's not like a great piece of artwork or anything, but I think it's still pretty cool. I need to hang it up on the wall. I've not done it. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put it yet. Definitely cannot be in here, but that's definitely going to go on something. And you see this, that right there, that originally came from Animal Kingdom. Those are all hand carved. They have a lot of artists from Kenya who hand carves these items. I'm not sure if it was carved at Animal Kingdom or in Kenya, but I've seen some of those hand carvers there working in person. I know some of these things are created over in Kenya and shipped over here, and some of it actually created on Disney property. But that's really cool. I had that painting right there at that one time, but I wanted to hang that up finally, and I got it. Hey, Lucky. You might hear Lucky's toenails. And surprisingly, that was not very expensive. That was only like $30, maybe $35, something like that. I don't remember. So that's pretty cool. I always like animal artwork. This video seems to be a bit more fuzzier than normal. I'm working off the camera on the computer. I know I get definitely a fancier one, and I may in the future. But I don't intend to do a lot of live streams too much. And if I do them, they're mainly going to be here anyways, in like this, I guess you could say, informal setting. I know there's a lot of YouTubers who really utilize live stream, especially out in the world, like at Disney, for example. It's not really something I want to do. I mean, I may. I would need to get a lot better phone for that. The one I have is okay, but we'll see. It's not as much my style. And if I do live stream and say at Disney or any other event, it may only be like shorter videos, and that won't be anyone longer. Because I know some live streamers will go. I'm using Disney as another example. They'll live stream for hours and hours and hours and hours. Technically, I mean, you're not able to really take a break. I guess you could pause it sometime, but I don't know. I may or may not. We have someone in here. Feel free to say hi. Not really much going on here in this live stream. Kind of doing like a quick little chat. Probably not, like I mentioned earlier, probably not like the best time to be doing this. But I'm basically just rambling off stuff. I actually want to see. Wait a minute. I can't see you at the moment. I want to see what this looks like from your vantage point. Quickly. Oh, let's see what this looks like. Interestingly, I'm looking at this from what you're seeing. It looks clearer than it does on the main thing I have. Yeah, you really got to take care of my stuff around in the background. It looks really junky, but I just have not had the time to do that. I hope everyone's doing okay, like I mentioned. Let's see. I know I'm going to think of several things I want to have mentioned before I sign off. Let's see. I have a couple videos planned over the next couple weeks or so. I said earlier, I don't want to say what it is. Oh, hi, Henry. How are you doing? Oh, geez, that sucks. Yeah, and tires are expensive now. Oh, since I know you watch Adam the Woo, did you see his video he did for May the 4th at Hollywood Studios? Because he actually had me on it, and he filmed me and everything, which I thought was pretty cool. So I know you like, you're a fan of his too. Yeah, some tires, I'm amazed at how much they are. Oh, it costs nothing. That's perfect then. Yeah, if you look at that one where he filmed when he was there on May the 4th, um, for the unofficial official Star Wars holiday, you'll see me in there. He introduced me and we were talking and everything. Oh, is that so? So he signed something for you? Yeah, I think I remember you telling me you sent him something, and one of his mail vlogs he used to do, he opened it on air or something. Yeah, from what I understand, he doesn't actually have a PO box for that stuff anymore. I know he had one for that giveaway for the pins and the buttons or the stickers, but from what I understand, he closed it now. But I don't know. I never thought to ask. I actually was in that post office last year in celebration because I was visiting the area and I wanted to pop in because I've seen the pictures of it and it always looked kind of a cool, odd looking post office. Nothing really too special inside, but it is interesting architecture. The celebration is an interesting place. That's cool. And you never know, he might write a book one day about his YouTube experiences. I don't know. I'm sure he has certain plans about certain things he wants to do. But Adam's always a great guy. We're friends. I know he's up in New York City right now, hanging out with Tampa Jay, and I know Jay too a bit too. I actually ran into Tampa Jay less than a month ago at Animal Kingdom. Yeah, I think he should probably have a PO box for fan mail again, but I don't think that's something he wants to do. Maybe one day they will. I've met Tim. I know Tim a little bit. I met his wife once. I see them once in a while, basically at Disney, and then I saw them at Legoland, things like that. Yeah, they might do something like that. Who knows? Especially with Tim hitting like give me a million subs and not too long from now. And there's a lot of big YouTubers out there. I know there'll be interesting cards like that. Remember years ago, um, it wasn't an official thing. Some other YouTuber did it, but they made cards from like Zane and a few other of those YouTubers you and I used to watch back in the day, and they got like a shirt from him and stuff. Oh, that I want to know if they canceled it or not. I used to be more into cards. I just don't have the time for that stuff. Actually, I messaged Zane the other day and I heard back from him. He's doing good. Yeah, but YouTube has definitely changed from how it was back in the day. I know that. But if you ever come down here, Henry, let me know. We should meet up and hang out a little bit. That'd be cool. And it would still be great to talk to you on the phone one time, too. Think of all the people I know. You're one of the few I know the longest because of YouTube. So, what else is going on with you, Henry? I didn't even know Troy was still making them. Caleb, I see him on there from time to time. I just don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of videos anymore. With regard to Troy, I have no idea what he's up to. I used I've communicated with him some, but it's been a long time now. And I know Caleb bought a house because he talked about it on Facebook, so he's probably busy with that and everything. Actually, Caleb I think visited Florida a couple years ago, but we weren't able to meet up. It'd be interesting if Zane and Stacy and some of the others who ever started that podcast they used to do. It was going strong there for a little bit up and down. Oh, hi, just for today. How are you? Which one, Henry? Which one messaged you today? One thing I say, Caleb's a great guy. He's always, he always sends me something for Christmas, and he keeps in touch from time to time. So, just for today, what's going on in your part of the world? Got 5 people in here now, which is pretty good. Most of this time, there was no one in here. Just mainly talking to myself. And think about it, technically, I'm still talking to myself because there's actually no one here, but you could see it through the camera, which is kind of makes this a weird but interesting, fun experience. If anyone wants to talk about anything, feel free to speak up. I know, Henry, a lot of the YouTubers that we knew back then, a lot of them just quit or gone. Thanks, just for today. I appreciate that. Which ones do you like in particular? Actually, Henry, most of the YouTubers we used to watch that don't do videos anymore, I'm friends with a lot of them on Facebook. I see posts from them from time to time, but that's about it. Like Stacy and remember Jeremy and was it Matthew? There was um, Ben, Neary. I see things pop up about Neary a lot, but that's because of the business he's in. That's cool, Henry. What's it about? Oh, you like my review videos? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I do a whole bunch of different kinds. A lot of food reviews, drink reviews, restaurant reviews, things like that. Yeah, it's 8:17 p.m. here right now, just for today. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I haven't seen much with David in a while. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I communicated with him a bit back in the day, but not too much. Yeah, it seems that group of those guys kind of broke up. It was really going strong like 2012, 2013, maybe 2014, but then they started dropping out for one reason or another. I'm hoping Zane comes back and starts making videos again, but I'm not sure if he will. He's so busy with having kids now and his business. Thanks just for today. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy them and that they help you. Okay, I'll see if I can find it, Henry. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Lucky? Nope. Nope. Go sit. But just for today, if you're still here, if you ever have any questions or anything, let me know. I actually tried a pop or two from New Zealand once. Oh, okay. Wait. Yeah, I'm a news junkie. I watch news all the time, morning, afternoon, night. I like to keep up with all the different events. But I miss a lot of those guys when they used to do videos. Um, so one of the reasons why I got into YouTube was them. Hopefully, someone come back and start doing it again. Dream World Coca-Cola. It sounds familiar. It might have been one of the ones I tried. I know Coca-Cola's come out with some. Next time I gotta have a drink. Boy, allergies. But Coca-Cola has come out with different kinds of for the new Creations line, and that sounds like that might have been one of them I tried. I don't remember. It really amazes me in recent years. So many different kinds of pop has come out, different flavors and stuff. When not too many years before that, you didn't really see a whole lot of new flavors. Which don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love it. So I love variety and trying new things. I know Mountain Dew is coming out with a few more Mountain Dew flavors for the summer through their Baja line. I better say Baja, not Baja. Because some people got a little annoyed at that. But Henry, do you hear from any of the other older YouTubers that you and I knew? Like I said, I hear from some of them once in a while. I see some article or postings they pop up on Facebook, but pretty much are generally gone from YouTube now. Okay, then well, it's probably one I tried then. I'm just checking right now, but I'm pretty sure I did it. Oh yeah, I did it August of last year. I did the zero sugar and the regular. I wouldn't say it tastes like dreams, but who knows? With regard to Mountain Dew, which seems to have the most different flavors out here now, I tried almost all of them that's available, except the few that's on tap out west, some places that you can't get in a bottle. Yeah, like I said, mainly see just postings from them. If I message them, they'll message me back. That's about it. You know, a lot of no, Lucky, stop that. They're all just doing their thing. No, stop that. Yeah, Lucky's letting his presence known because he wants attention from his dad. Hey, you get a lot of attention throughout the day. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, Chubbs. I was calling Lucky. Okay. So, hi, Uncle Chuckles. How are you? I'd show you Lucky and everything, but actually, you could see him right there in the bottom of the screen. You can see his head, and then the back of Chubbs. Chubbs, come here. You can jump on my lap. I know you can't probably. Come here. Come on. So they can see you better. Come here. Oops. Come here. Come here. Oh. You're too heavy now, Chubbs. You need to go on a diet. Yeah. This is Chubbs, everybody. And then Lucky's behind her. Yeah, Lucky. I know. Yeah. Chubbsy. Okay. Come on. Get down. Whoops. Careful. No, Lucky. You're going to have to go in the other room. Nope. Yeah, I have more soda review videos coming up. And they're going to be coming out with some new flavors. No, Lucky. Okay. You guys, you got to go. Nope. That's it. Let's go. Go. Whoops. Go. Come on. Move. Let's go. Because you're going to be barky, and I know what it is. You want attention. I'll give you attention a little later. Let's go. Wait a minute, guys. I have to send them packing for a little bit. Let's go. Come on. Go. Go. Mush. 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 Go. Go. Stay there. There we go. Some little bit of peace and quiet. The prime rib at Coral Reef was fantastic, Uncle Chuckles. I was surprised because they're mainly a seafood restaurant. I know at one time Coral Reef used to get some definitely not positive reviews for some. Some is rated like the worst restaurant in like Epcot or Disney. I never thought that from the beginning. And when I went there, I know the menu has changed over the years, but when I went there, it was great. Mom got the mahi mahi. I tried it. I liked it. It was a little dry, but I would not hesitate ordering the mahi mahi in the future. But when I go back to Coral Reef, I'm definitely going to get the prime rib again. That was fantastic. Even the fat melted when you ate it and everything. But it was really good. If you ever visit Disney or Epcot, you might want to check that out. And it has a very cool setting with that aquarium there. I guess that's like the second largest aquarium tank thing in like the country or the world. It used to be the largest at one time, I heard, or something like that. Just I can see why it is a very big one. Yes. You do have to go inside Epcot to eat there. If you really want to try some Disney restaurants without actually going into a Disney park, then you're going to have to go to like Disney Springs, which I kind of consider a park, but it's basically a big shopping center with stores and restaurants. They have some really cool themed restaurants there too. Yeah, but Coral Reef, you have to go into Epcot. When I did Rainforest Cafe at Animal Kingdom, you don't have to go into Animal Kingdom to eat at Rainforest, but you still have to park at the Animal Kingdom parking lot, so there'll be a fee to park there. Have you ever been to Disney, Uncle Chuckles? And if you don't mind if I ask, you might have told me before, where do you live? But if you want to check out some really cool themed restaurants that you don't have to go into Disney Park at, I would check out Rainforest Cafe at Disney Springs. There's two of them at Disney Springs and Animal Kingdom. And then check out the T-Rex Cafe at Disney Springs. It's a dinosaur themed restaurant. Really cool. Okay. Yeah, I've been to the Contemporary a few times when they had that gingerbread house thing there. I never ate there and never stayed there. I've been meaning to do some more videos there because there are a few restaurants that I want to try. Then there's that famous room where Nixon gave that speech in that I like to go film. If I can get in it. It used to be open, anyone could walk in, but I've heard they've been locking those a lot now. You ever visit Disney in the future, let me know. Maybe we can meet up and hang out. That'd be cool. What's it called? Oh, I've heard of that brand, LE8. I know I tried it a few times, but I'll have to keep a lookout for that flavor. I don't see that brand here in the stores too much. If I go to like one of those soda shops that specializes in that, closest one I know of is in Sebring, I think. But I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. I mean, I would appreciate that, yeah, but are you sure? Because sending stuff like that, it's expensive to mail. But I do have my address on my, they're underneath all my videos. But I do appreciate if you want to do that. Yeah, that'd be great. So I'm always looking to try these things. I love trying new pops. It's just fun. There's so many flavors out there. It's ridiculous. I seen some, because I've been to a few soda shops, and the ones I've been to weren't even the larger ones, and the amount of brands and flavors is amazing. There's some really bigger ones, and the amount that they have there is just mind blowing. I've tried a few Faygo. I think there was one I reviewed on my channel. I don't see Faygo a lot around in my area either. I'll see them, and I have been meaning to review more of the Faygo ones. I'll see them at like the Dollar Tree a little bit, once in a while in a gas station, but like more of an independent one. But not very often do I see Faygo down here. I saw that more up north than down here in Florida. Yeah, I seen it more up north, Faygo, not down here too much. I'm trying to think when I've seen them last. It's been a while. There's not a whole lot of regional pops as much as it used to be. I think because to survive, they have to diversify their locations. You ever been to a Buc-ee's gas station? Yeah, I like ginger ales. I've tried different kinds. There's a brand called, I think it was called Reed's, and they make a variety of strengths, and then they have like the strongest. And the amount of ginger they put in that pop is it's a lot. Very good, but very strong. Yeah, Buc-ee's I heard is a very good place to visit for trying different pops. There's a couple here in Florida, but they're still a little bit too farther away from me. But I've heard there's a few on tap that some Buc-ee's has, like certain amount of dues, for instance, that you can't get in the bottle. I know of 3 or 4 flavors that appears at some Buc-ee's, Sheets, and Come and Go. That they're one of very few flavors of Mountain Dew in the country that I haven't tried, only because they're only in a fountain beverage. I saw a Come and Go once when I was in Colorado about 4 years ago, but I was up there for my brother's funeral, and I was not in the mood to be going to places. I did do a few videos. But if you stop at Buc-ee's ever again, let me know if they have any odd pops. Especially what kind of Mountain Dews they have on tap, because I would be interested. The closest one to me is in, I think, Daytona. They're supposed to open up. They're going to be opening up more. It's just a matter of when. I know a really popular YouTubers to go there and film because they're huge, I heard. Okay, great. Thanks. Because there's a Gucci strawberry. It's called Mountain Dew Gucci strawberry, I believe. There's a Mountain Dew. Is it Atomic Blue? I think it's called. And then one other. is only available on tap. At Sheets, I've heard them at Come and Go and Bucky sometimes. I just need to get up to the local one. Well, it's not really local, but that's more local than it used to be. Now, I'm curious, Uncle Chuckles, how did you find my channel? I like to hear these things. I like Mr. Pip. I know it's called Pip Extra now, but I still call it Mr. Pip. You know, when I lived up north, I never saw Mr. Pip in the store for sale. It was only available, at least in my part of the country where I lived, at a fountain beverage machine in Wendy's restaurants. I come down here, I see it all over. I don't see the diet of it really. I know they make a diet of Mr. Pip, but I never seen that. But I do like Mr. Pip. It's really good. I just can't drink it too really much because it's regular pop. Okay, well, I was just wondering because I always like to hear about how people find my channel. I definitely have enough review videos for people to notice. I'm curious, do you have a dog? Okay. I've had a cat a few times over throughout my life. I'm always open to getting another cat, but I don't know how it'll go with the dogs. They will be okay with the cat, just not sure the cat will be okay with them. Yeah, I have 3 at the moment. I thought I will eventually get another one, but not right now. Not with everything what's going on with Lucky. Got to give that time to sort out. Do you have any questions, Uncle Chuckles? Anything you want to talk about specifically? Oh yeah, it was like 90 degrees today. See, on the computer, it says it's 77. It was 80 a little bit ago, but I think I got up to like 90 earlier. So yeah, it's been hot. Been hot for a while. We get some cool weather during the wintertime, but definitely a lot of hot weather. But I love it. I'm originally from up north. I don't miss the weather up there. I don't miss the snow. I love it down here. I've never been to Kentucky. It is on my list. No, I'm from New York. I did visit New Jersey once when I was young, but I do not remember it at all. I always thought about visiting New Jersey and doing some filming videos in like the Sopranos locations. I've actually seen some things. Some of them, the prominent ones, are gone, like knocked down or totally remodeled. Looks nothing like it. I used to really like that show back in the day. Do you live close to Williamstown? The reason why I asked because that's where they have the Ark encounter, and I see commercials for that all the time down here, and it looks interesting. That's someplace I would really like to visit because it's so unique. Have you ever been to it? Okay, you gotta let me know when you go there what you think. Yeah, that's someplace I really want to visit because it's such a unique looking place. That's why I like visiting Disney, for instance, Epcot, because the big Epcot ball thing. It's such unique architecture, and if it's something like that, visit like the Ark, well, that would be cool. It's on my list. I'm planning eventually to get up there. Just find the time and the money. Oh, thanks, Poop Dollar. That's a very unique name. I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. Very interesting name, Poop Dollar. Thanks for visiting. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, no real big agenda with this live stream. Just talking about random stuff. Stuff. If there's anything you want to ask, Poop Dollar. That is definitely a funny, cool name. Let me know. I am pronouncing it correctly, right? Poop Dollar. And you gotta tell me the story behind that name. You still there? Uncle Chuckles, how about you? Are you still here? I know there's one person that says. I wish this told me exactly who's in the chat, but does not. Okay, so Poop Dollar must have left. What a name. I actually been saving a lot of places on Google Maps I want to visit. Most of it's in Florida because that's what realistically I'll be able to do right now. I do have some in other parts of the country. And the Ark is not the only place in Kentucky I want to visit. Oh, yeah, there's Wawas all over here now. They started appearing about 2011, or 2012, and they spread all over. Yeah, that's where I get a lot of pop from. Wawa is very good with finding new stuff, and their Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, they will have sometimes like limited edition flavors for like the holidays and things. I've tried. It's all on my channel, and they have some regular flavors on there that's considered regular, but it's also rare because you can't get them in a bottle or nothing. They're all on tap. See, I love Wawa, and their subs are pretty good too. And they make these hamburgers there too that I actually didn't mind. Wawa, Racetrack, and 7-Eleven. Circle K to a point too are very good for finding pops. Yeah, regular or diet, it's good to limit to yourself on that. I actually haven't had any pop for several days. I'll go where there might be a day where I'll drink a little more, some of it, and then I might not go several days without it. I used to drink soda a lot more when I was younger. I just can't do it anymore health wise. And it's almost all diet. I only drink regular when, number one, it's a new flavor that I want to try that's not available in diet. Or if it's a regular that there is no diet that I really, really like, I'll get some of that. I almost always now exclusively buy just diet pop. You know, I kind of I don't mind the zero sugar pops. They're okay. but I don't know if it's because they're changing the flavor of the diets or my taste has changed as I've gotten older or both. But I prefer Diet Pops now. I just like the flavor of them. Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Pepsi, even Diet. Um, um, oh shoot, Dr Pepper, which I never liked it when I was younger. Diet Dr Pepper or Diet Mountain Dew, and I actually like it now. I know they tweaked the formula a bit, and I think that, and I'm getting older, it just tastes better. The zero sugars, while they taste more like the regular versions, you can still know you're drinking a diet pop. I just like if I had a choice out of zero sugar Mountain Dew and Diet Mountain Dew, I'll go with Diet Mountain Dew every time. Don't get me wrong, the zero sugar Mountain Dew or the zero sugar Pepsi, they're okay. I just prefer the diet versions now. Interestingly, they're getting rid of a lot of diet flavors and they're replacing it with zero sugar only. There's some pops that used to see who had diet, then they started selling zero sugar. Then diet disappears, and now it's just zero sugar. And people think, oh, well, zero sugar, that's diet. Well, yes, but a diet, say Diet Pepsi and zero sugar Pepsi, they are not the same. They have different ingredients with regard to the sweetness, and they taste different. True technically the definition of them, they're diet, but they're not the same. Yeah, well, if you ever tried Verner's, they used to have Verner's and then Diet Verner's. Now they only have Verner's and zero sugar Verner's. I kicked myself in the butt because I kept meaning to get some Diet Verner's and review it, and I never did, and I regret that. Because the Diet Verner's does not taste like the zero sugar Verner's. That's it. There's another pop that's more famous in the South called Cheerwine, which I'm not sure if you ever had that. I've had it a few times in my life. I don't mind it. Um, but they had Cheerwine and Diet Cheerwine. And all of a sudden, there's zero sugar Cheerwine, and you don't see Diet Cheerwine anymore. And I wouldn't be surprised they did away with the diet version. They don't have the zero sugar version. I don't see like a whole bunch of Cheerwine around here, but I see it enough where if I want to get it now, I can go out and get it. But I never saw that up north. And interestingly, when I moved down here a long time ago, on the drive down here, we found it in Georgia, and I remember trying, and it was really good. I think I was just excited as we were moving down here. But when I got to this part of Florida, I didn't see Cheerwine in this area for years. I actually wrote to like the president of the company. He promised me, yes, they're gonna start selling it soon, and it never happened. And then it was like I don't know, 10 years later, and I finally started seeing it for sale in my area. Oh, hi, Uncle Jerry. Yeah, the dogs are doing okay. Some issues with Lucky that we're trying our best to deal with, but he's doing not too bad. Yeah, I just did the hard Mountain Dew for Live Wire, and actually, that was not bad. I don't drink alcohol. I may have a drink with alcohol in it a couple times a year, and the other hard Mountain Dews which I tried, they were they didn't mind it, but they were kind of too strong. I know they're going to be coming out with some other hard Mountain Dews. I've heard some people finding them as I've seen some pictures, more with the Baja Blast flavors with regard to that. I haven't seen them yet, but they look like they're only available in a 12 pack, which means I'm going to be forced to buy a 12 pack of it. And I've only seen one can of the hard Mountain Dew for Livewire. And that was at a Circle K. The Pitch Black is good. I've had it. I've reviewed on my channel the regular and the zero sugar version. It's not too bad, but it does not taste. It does not taste the second. I'm not sure if you can see me, but it's got a notification that the ad has popped up. Let's see. Yeah, I see an ad in this. Okay. But I've only saw um, one can of the hard Mountain Dew for live wire at Circle K. That was it. But I know it's been out for a little bit. But the pitch black is good. It does not taste the same, I don't think so, as it did years ago when it was widely available. Interestingly, when I reviewed the original Mountain Dew Pitch Black 4 or 5 years ago on my channel, that it ended up disappearing, some people thought, oh, that flavor went away. That's not true. It was available still in bottles out west up to maybe a couple years ago. I've seen some pictures of it. People reporting finding it. And then it's been available this whole time on tap and fountain beverage at some like Sheets, Come and Go, maybe Buc-ee's. So Mountain Dew Pitch Black never totally went away. It was always available if someone really wanted to try it. You just had to go look for it. Yeah, I've seen that. I've been trying to find a can of that because I do want to try it, of that Uncle Chuckles, but I have not seen it yet. I've seen a picture. I guess it comes in like a 4-pack or something. I do want to try it only because it's a Coca-Cola pop. But it amazes me. They're coming out with all these alcohol drinks mixed in different things. Like Arizona tea, I really like it. That's the only sweet tea I'll drink. And they have an alcohol version of that now in the Arizona cans because I seen it at the gas station. I may buy one of them to try. I don't know. We'll see. They also came out with alcohol cans of Sunny Delight. So they really are coming out with a lot of different things these days, which I may try that too. But I'm not really interested in doing too much alcohol stuff on my channel. Yeah, I've seen the Sunny D in the gas stations a couple times. And one time I'm going to pick it up and I'll probably do one of them because that's kind of like an iconic drink from when we were younger. I haven't had Sunny Delight in, I couldn't tell you how long. Probably since the 90s, which makes me feel really old. Yeah, with that and the Arizona tea, I mean, I remember for years seeing hard iced tea, but I could. But like a month ago or so, I saw the Arizona version of it. I couldn't believe it. I want to be surprised. Yeah, I want to be surprised. You'll see an alcohol yo-ho. I reviewed it on my channel. It was called Buzzball, and basically, it was like at least it seemed to me like an alcohol version of chocolate milk. I only got it because of that. It was really strong, at least for someone like me who doesn't drink. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're much of a drinker yourself. If you care for alcohol much, like I said, I may have a drink with alcohol in a couple times a year. And I've only reviewed a couple of them on my channel. Yeah, it's a good way to go. Alcohol is something that's best for the person to control it. Don't let the alcohol control you. As long as you're, be safe with it. I think it's okay. But if you see that hard Mountain Dew live wire, you might want to give it a try. It actually was not that bad. I never had bourbon myself. Yeah, I kind of led, in a lot of ways, a very boring life. Well, it all depends. Oh, hi, Tropical Nerds. How are you? I hope you had a nice Mother's Day and all. Yeah, Mom and I, we had a decent one. That's good. Yeah, I saw your postings on Facebook about it. Oh, I put up the video about Coral Reef Tropical Nerds if you want to see how it went. Yeah, we did, Uncle Chuckles. We finally finished it yesterday. It was really good. That cheesecake, that cake we got at Coral Reef for Mom's birthday, it was like almost like a chocolate mousse cheesecake. It was fantastic. See, when I made the reservations for the restaurant, you could do some add-ons, and you could add on having a cake delivered. And that's what I did for her birthday, and it was really good. It's $39, so it was more money than either of the individual meals, but it made her super happy if you watched the video, and she really liked it, so it was worth it. But they gave us a box. We brought it home and just finished it up the other day. Yeah, it was a great time there, Tropical Nerds, and we really enjoyed the food. They were super nice there. The theming in there is really cool. I walked in there once years ago, but I didn't really get a chance to look. But yeah, we enjoyed it. The food was great. And that cake, I know you eat at Disney from time to time, but if you ever celebrate a birthday there, you should think about having one of those cakes if they have it as available as an add-on to be brought to your table. It's definitely worth it. And they have not just it for birthday, but they have for some other events and some different flavors. And that prime rib that I got was fantastic. Mom got the mahi mahi. It was good. It was a little dry, but I still liked it a lot. Thanks for visiting, Uncle Chuckles. I appreciate it. Yeah, keep in touch. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the support from my channel. I hope you have a good night too. Well, you should give it a try again. It was good. I'm not sure if you care for red meat or not, but that, like I said, that prime rib was really nice. All right, talk to you later, Uncle Chuckles. Thank you. Yeah, but Mom was really happy with that cake, and it was a total surprise. I had flowers delivered to her at home too, and that really surprised her too. I have to do these as a surprise because she didn't like me spending any money on her, so I have to surprise her. But if I tell her I'm going to do it, she's going to say, "No, no, no, you don't do it." Yeah, yeah, it was good. I didn't even know you could do that until I was doing the reservations for Coral Reef, and it was $39 for it, which I think was worth it. She thought at first, because she mentioned to them that it was her birthday, that we were there for her birthday. Do they do anything? And he said something about, yeah, well, I'll see what Mickey says about it, something like that. They're coming out with the cake, and she couldn't believe her eyes got wide. She got all happy and stuff, and she thought that was the free dessert that they gave there. So, and when they ended up walking away, I ended up telling her, that wasn't a free dessert. I actually made arrangements for it to be there. But she was really happy with it. I might have heard about that Emirates. I'll have to look into it myself. That would be interesting. Not last year. I think it was the year before. I think I had my birthday cake made at Emirates, and it was really nice too, and really good. It was, I think, it was Pluto themed, which Pluto is my favorite character. But if you do that cake class, let me know how it goes and how you arrange that, because that would be something I would like to actually do. It would be cool to film and everything. Actually, my birthday's next month, and I'm going to be eating at Splitsville for my birthday. I don't know if I'll get a special cake for myself or not. We'll see. Oh, from Amaret's? Yeah, I had to order ahead, which I'm amazed I actually got them on the phone because I tried calling Amaret's before to order a cake and stuff, and I don't know, it was either they just weren't answering or there was problems with their phone service, but because in previous years I could never get anyone on the phone there. And amazingly, 2 years ago, I was able to get them on there and ordered it, and no problem. But Amaret's is good. I haven't been there in a long time. If I didn't go to Hollywood Studios on May the 4th, I would have went there. I know sometimes they have a special Star Wars dessert only on May the 4th there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I don't care for bowling at all, but it just looks like an interesting place. It's different theme, and how many nice restaurants you go to with a bowling alley in it, which makes it even cooler. Even though I don't care for bowling, so you know what? That's the one I want to do for my birthday. We were going to do it last year, but I had to quit it. Yeah, I think you did a video about it. I remember seeing it. Yeah, I think I went there like a couple days after, and they said they only had it there in that day. So if I didn't go to Hollywood Studios, that's where I would have went. Oh, I found and I'm not sure if you've seen the video on it, but I did find the color churros, and it took me a while. They don't actually sell it in Star Wars Galaxy Edge. It's like right outside the entrance by where they have Muppets. I did not end up buying any on my way out because the line for them was just too long to wait to get those. I don't know if that's something they have all the time. If they do, whenever I go back, I may try it then. But it was super busy there on May the 4th, especially around the Star Wars section. Interestingly, we were able to eat at Docking Bay 7. I wasn't planning to eat in any of the restaurants, but we went by that one. It didn't look that bad with regard to the crowd. So we actually went in. But I was amazed that we were able to get in there because it was busy. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I don't know if I'll make it back to Hollywood Studios before May ends. Let's see, though. But I would like to try them. Did you ever eat at Docking Bay 7 at Star Wars Galaxy Edge? The theming was really cool, but the food, Mom and I didn't really care for. I got this one that had tuna poke in it. And I thought it was going to be like the one at Sunshine Seasons, and it was not like it at all. And I didn't like it at all. No, and she got this chicken thing, which was spicy. She didn't care for her chicken either. It wasn't that good. I've heard some people saying the food there is great. I just didn't like it. So I may one time try it again, but it won't be on my quick list. Oh, we will be going to Olga's Cantina. I got a reservation to go there. And at one time, it was like impossible to get into that place, but I got a reservation for next month. So I'm really excited to be going in there. I think you said you were in there once, but I know there's not a lot of food options and stuff, but I think it'll be the cool theming. But I'll message you the day that I'm going to be there. If you happen to want to meet up at Hollywood Studios, then like I said, it'll be next month. And then we'll be at Disney Springs on my birthday next month too. I'll message you the day if you want to meet up at Disney Springs and hang out a little bit that day too. Yeah, I heard they have a lot of cool drink options. And even though I'm not a drinker, but I'm definitely going to try one of them, and I think it'll be fun. I know they sell a couple of them that comes with like a commemorative cup. So I may get one of those. There's only like 2 food options, so I'll try one of them. Like I said, I know at one time it was almost impossible to get a reservation there. I'm not sure I just got lucky or things are just slowing down with that. Someone told me that you actually don't need reservations anymore because they were able just to walk in, which is probably true. But like a lot of restaurants, if they have a space there and you walk up, they'll let you in. If not, then you're not getting in. So I thought I'm going to try it for a reservation. First day I picked, I found one, so I'm taking it. Yeah, because I was looking at the menu. It does have a lot of crazy drink options. I'm mainly trying though just to see the inside of the place. I still want to try that space restaurant at Epcot, but I have not been able to get a reservation in there. But that place looks really cool. That Star Wars hotel looks really cool too, but even with a pass holder discount, it's still super expensive. Yeah, I'll message you on Facebook to let you know what day we'll be going there. Yeah, it would have to be at probably Disney Springs because the other parks, I don't think they'll let you walk in with a glass bottle because theme parks are a little funny about that. Okay, yeah, thanks. I'll check it out. I would love to check it out and stay at that hotel, but I don't know, thousands of dollars for 2 nights. And then I've seen the things they have happen during those 2 days. It looks cool. I don't know if it's worth the amount of money to stay there. Yeah, that's right. They may not even let you bring it into Disney Springs. We normally park in the Lime Garage, but that's the one we almost always park at. I'm hoping they bring back at. I'm not sure if you ever did it. They have that tea experience at the Grand Floridian. That's something that Mom really wants to do, but I don't believe they brought that back yet. Yeah, so do I. I know she would. We almost did it some years ago, but just never got around to it. I would love to do that tea tour that they have at that we talked about at Epcot, but getting there really early in the morning to get in and do it. Getting down there early in the morning to Disney is not easy for me where I live and everything. Oh, that's cool. I've been to the Grand Floridian, not to stay, but I've been there a couple times. It's always a beautiful place. Yeah, you think they would? I really wish they would because it would make it so much easier. Because that way I have to avoid getting down there super early. Then even if I went there early, I may get there and find out they had no open spots. So I very rarely ever get to Disney early in the morning. It's not for me. Yeah, that would be cool. I never been in that restaurant. It is on my list. Let's see, we coordinate a time with all of us. That'd be great. I've enjoyed many a Chinese meals in my day. Yeah, I went to the counter service too once some years ago. It was okay, but I'd never been in the sit down one. The China Pavilion is a very pretty pavilion, very colorful. Actually, Mom and I haven't done a sit-down restaurant at Epcot in a while. I'm trying to think what was the last one. Yeah, just let me know some days and stuff. And then we do that if we have to. If you want to do like individual reservations, or one of us reserves for the amount of people in one reservation. Um, if you know what I'm talking about. No, Planet Moolah. No, I'm not from Kansas. I never been there. What gave you that idea? I'm from a far much more northern state, and I've only been to Colorado out west. Oh, so if you want to do the reservation, then you include us all, like Mom and I, in that. Because I think it would be probably a lot more simpler if you or I, yeah, do it and not have separate reservations, because it would be much more complicated. But yeah, that would be great, Tropical Nerds. Well, Planet Moolah, I'm a tourist, I guess you could say, a life tourist. I like visiting places. That's the tourist part. Presidential, a couple reasons. I mean, for things, I mean, you can't really get any higher than that, like the presidential level in, I don't know, business and politics, um, a hotel level, and history, government, politics, all that stuff. I like reading up on it. So that's how I got the presidential tourist. Okay. Just let me know, Tropical Nerds, what day you want to do that, and we'll meet up. I know Mom would love to do that because we don't get a chance to eat out with anyone very often. Okay, great. Thank you. That'd be great. And I'll let you know what days we're going to be at Hollywood Studios and Disney Springs next month. I have nothing set for this month at the moment, but I'll probably set a day or two for Disney sometime this month too. But there's nothing set in stone. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be great. Oh, how has Dylan's app been going? I've been seeing his postings about it. I hope it's been going good. That is a very good idea that he has. I did mention to him he might want to think about adding a currency converter in the future too. Oh, I got your message about the Star Wars hotel. I'll definitely have to put in for it. The only biggest problem with that, I gotta figure out what to do with Lucky, because I can't just board him with anybody now with his health issues. Yeah, I do plan it, Moolah. Just it all depends on when I can do that with money and time and everything. I've been to several states, but I do want to visit all of them. Actually, I have a whole list of places I want to vlog and film at. Yeah, that would be the tough pick, Tropical Nerds. I think it's. I think. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some videos on it. It'll be fun, but I think children would probably enjoy a little bit more than adults. But it's still something that an adult could enjoy. I see because when you stay at Star Wars Galaxy Edge, I actually finally found out where when they take you to Star Wars when you stay at the what am I saying? No. When you stay at the Star Wars hotel and they take you to Star Wars Galaxy Edge, I actually see where you actually get out there now. There's this like corridor by where Kylo Ren's ship is, and that's where people go in and out to get onto the transport to take you there. Even the transport though that they take you from the hotel to there, it's really coolly themed inside it, I thought. Coolest favorite place in the world. Um, it's kind of hard to choose Planet Moolah. I'm gonna have to say Florida maybe because there's so many cool things to visit here. Um, I went to a place in Colorado when I went for my brother's funeral called Gardens of the Gods. It's kind of like a state park type thing. Real beautiful red rocks, outcroppings, and things like that. That was a very beautiful place. I don't know, there's been some different places in my life I've been to that I really enjoyed. Yeah, I didn't know that's where they went in and out. It's good to know that. I guess just to know. Um, it's always cool hanging out by Kylo Ren ship. Is they do like this miniature like little play where he comes out, has the lieutenant there, some stormtroopers. They walk around, then he departs. Actually, filmed the whole thing on my channel when I was there last couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that was crazy. As I remarked to Adam the Woo when I seen him, it was easier getting up to a president than it was to get next to him. Um, when some lady told me that he normally doesn't do that. He stays by the wall and he motions for people to come over, get your picture with him, and then you go. For some reason, he walked around out there and he never does that. Some people got really good photos with him. I just was not lucky to get very good photos. The video looked great because I got really close to him. But with regard to getting a selfie with him, it was too hard. I got to wait till I'm down there on a regular day and wait around there when he comes out. He'll probably stand by the wall like he normally does. Then I can get the selfie. Yeah, it was a busy day that day. I didn't know that they had May the 4th merchandise because I didn't see any when I was there. But I watched a couple other videos and then I saw some people picking some up from the store. So I'm not sure where they found it there, which I'm kind of bummed because I would have bought at least a pin or something for that day. But it's kind of my fault because I didn't really go in the stores that much that day because that wasn't the point to be being there. And some of the articles I read about that day didn't say anything really about merchandise. No, Adam did not do a meet and greet there at Planet Moolah. I just ran into him filming there. I'm friends with Adam. I know him a bit, so um, he had me on his video that day for May the 4th, Planet Moolah, if you want to see it. Okay, that's why. See, I would never have thought to go in there and check that out. Next time I go down there, I'll have to see if there's any left. I mean, there might be because they have that 40th merchandise for Epcot still available forever after that day. So there may still be some of that stuff there. But I would like to possibly get a pin or a shirt. They still have. Probably not to go. How long ago was that video? You mean the one that Adam put up? It was May the 4th, so he would have put up May the 5th, so 10 days ago. But if you check out his video, you will see me. I do know Adam, and he knows me. Oh, hi, Chris Grass 101. How are you? I'm actually surprised they still have the Muppets 3D show because they got rid of a lot of things from that era. I like it. Hope they keep it. I haven't been in a while though. I miss the Honey I Shrunk the Kids one that they used to have there. I did go to that one back in the day, but I never filmed it. It was long before I was doing the filming. Oh, that's great, Chris Grass 101. Good to hear that. Yeah, no really big agenda, Chris. Just talk about stuff here. Yeah, I remember that when they had like you're walking through that area and they had that like gigantic grass and stuff. That's one of my YouTube regrets is I never filmed it. I meant to go down, but I wasn't doing when that the last year was there. I wasn't doing Disney as heavily as I was doing now or as seriously with regard to filming. So I just didn't make it. I have a picture of me and mom in there. That's all I have to remember that place. It was cool, and I would have loved to have filmed that place. The thing is, I can see other people's videos and everything, right? And I'm happy for that, and it's interesting, but it's not as important to me as my own because it's like my own little like piece of that. You know what I mean? That's good to hear, Chris Grass 101. I don't know about how where some of you all are at, but it's definitely been warm here. Well, you know what I mean, tropical nerds. You live in Florida. Hello, Alexandra Zizzo. How are you? Yeah, I got into I think almost the 90s here today, Chris. According to the computer, it's 75 now. It was 77 a few minutes ago. Yeah, I also there's some places up north where I used to live. I kind of wish I would have vlogged, but that was long before I did YouTube. That was I didn't even think YouTube existed then. Unfortunately, some places just aren't there anymore because they got knocked down. Like I said, I can watch other people's videos, but it's just not as special, I guess you could say. I got to go to a pool and do some get it jump in one. I couldn't tell you when I went in a swimming pool last. I have to check out the ones at Legoland again. I can get there. I can get there anytime I want, so I should do it. Oh yeah, it's Subhub. Yeah, he invited me in. He's a member of some of those Facebook restaurant review groups. So he messaged me and said about how to come in and do a video on his place. He'll count my meal and everything. So we went up there. It took longer to get there than I thought. The food was really good. He was super nice. He looked excited to see me, I guess. My restaurant review videos have been getting a good amount of attention. And some of the restaurant that I reviewed, some of them reached out to me and thanked me for doing it on them. Some of them no one's ever did a video on before. So it's always great to help out a small business. I have a couple more that I uploaded that'll go live eventually. Then there's some others I plan to film. I did the oldest in Polk County. I intend to do second oldest soon. But Florida definitely has a lot of interesting themed places. Lucky's doing good. We're having some issues with his back, with his walking, having trouble with that. It's the last couple of days. It's been better. He seems, if it wasn't for the issues with his back, you wouldn't know he was sick. Like here, he has no hair here that's because of the radiation, but that was like inflamed and everything. That healed up really good. He has no indications that he had cancer or has it. If we can get that back issues, I think it's arthritis or possibly slipped disc. He really hurt it when he did that CAT scan. And there were some days his walking was not that great. A couple weeks ago, he was not eating at all. I think it was because of the back issues. So I had to give him this medicine that's like an appetite stimulator, and it worked. And he's better, but he still seems to have problems with walking. Slipping. Has to sit down more. We may have to do something with that. I think that's something that he's got to give him time. But we may have to do something like acupuncture in the future. Hopefully, he's not going to have to get surgery or something for that because simply I cannot afford it because it's cost so much money for Lucky. I mean, and I'm not exaggerating. Lucky has cost $30,000. It's a lot. I had to take out a loan and everything. But he has to go see the radiation oncologist in a couple of weeks. He's going to do a checkup, and then after that, he goes back to the main one. He seems to be okay with the cancer so far, but we just have to keep monitoring it. That's it. They want to do another CAT scan in a couple months to see, just basically on his neck, nowhere else. I'm worried, though, that I'm afraid he might get hurt again, plus the expense. I was told it's not going to be nearly as expensive as the full body one, but I just worry about it. Thanks, LF. I appreciate that. Yeah, I keep trying to put up videos to keep everyone informed on how Lucky's doing. It hasn't been easy, but he seems to be happy. He seems to be doing well, just the back issues, which I'm worried because in dogs like him, one vet called him a sausage dog. They can have back issues that could progress really badly where you have to actually put the dog to sleep. And I worry about that, going through all this and that happening. We're nowhere near that, and I don't think that's going to happen, but I worry about that along with the cancer coming back. We could do chemo now, but they think we don't need to do that right now. I don't know what's going to happen if the cancer come back and they said he needs to do radiation again because I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I just cannot afford it. It costs so much money to do that radiation. Usual dog stuff. Just hanging out, sleeping, eating, pooping, peeing. He likes going outside, walking around the front yard. He loves sitting in the front porch, looking at the cars drive by and being in the sun. The usual dog stuff. I need to film a video update on him because it's been a little while. Yeah, but a couple weeks ago, I was really worried about him. He didn't eat for 2 days. Luckily, that appetite stimulator got him going. I think it was his back. So how are you doing, LF? Yeah, there's some smoking shops around here. There was a really good one at Disney Springs, and I filmed that. Unfortunately, they closed down a couple months or so ago, and they were there forever. They had a smoking lounge there where you could sit, and I was actually going to buy a cigar. I'm not a smoker, but I wanted to buy a cigar and sit there and actually smoke it and film it just to experience it and everything, show you guys. But unfortunately, I never got back there before they closed. They were called Socia Cigar Shop or something like that. Yeah, it's been hot down here, LF. I think I like the 90s today. We haven't had rain in like over a week. Then for a week there, we got rain like 3 or 4 days. It was great. 1 through 10, it's going to be high. Probably around a 9. I would almost give it a 10 because we originally were going to sit next to the aquarium windows, but Mom uses an electric scooter and you can't get down there in that. So she would have to walk. So I kind of take off 1 point for that. But the theming, the decorations, the employees there were super nice. The food was really good. I've heard some in the past that Coral Wave has gotten kind of a bad rap sometimes, but I don't know. It was great. I definitely recommend. So you live in DC, Washington? That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to visit Washington. When I don't remember, I think when I was driving back up north on one of the times I came down here, we came pretty close to Washington. And I would have loved to have went in there and drove around. I really want to check out some of the landmarks like the White House and things. That would be cool, and some of the museums. That would be Washington D.C. is on like one of my highest top list of visits. I'd have to get that famous picture with the White House in the background that everyone seems to get. That would be cool. Yeah, well, it looks like it is a beautiful place. A lot of history there. Yeah, Chris, that's someplace I got to go visit too. I know for a while it was hard getting there because of COVID and stuff. I don't know they start bringing back like the tours in the White House yet or not. They kind of stopped a lot of that when Obama was in office, and then I'm not sure if they brought it back much yet or not. I never seriously looked into it because possibility of me going there anytime soon is not too big right now. But even if I can't get in these places, just getting my picture with them in the background will be worth it. I'm gonna have to go with Disney. I haven't been to Universal Studios in years. I do plan to get an annual pass there and go back, but Disney at the moment is probably number one. When I drove through Maryland, we went over this bridge I remember, and it said it was the Potomac. So I'm assuming it's the same one. That's the closest I got to ever visiting Washington. I know Universal Studios has changed a lot since I've been there. A lot. Oh, hi, Scott C. Borowski. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Thanks for stopping in. How are you? I appreciate the compliment. My favorite Mountain Dew ever at the moment, it's Purple Thunder at Circle K. That is just so delicious. My second would be Whiteout, which you can still find out west, Mountain Dew Whiteout. Those are probably my top two. Um, the last couple of Christmas Dews, Ginger Snapped and Fruit Quake, I know was kind of a controversial flavor of some, but I really like them. And then that Flamin' Hot one, I know people out there either loved it or hated it. I really like Flamin' Hot. I think Scott. I'm gonna be a bit mysterious on that question. Hmm. I always tried to crack people up. Always best when you're with talking to people to have them have a smile on their face. But LF, when have you been to Disney last or Universal? Yeah, Whiteout unfortunately is hard to get now. Um, they do sell it out west, like I said, but I last time I had when I reviewed it on my channel, I had to buy it online. I used to see it around here. Um, I haven't seen a lot of the Mandalorian. I've seen some clips, It's really good. I think I liked it. I thought it was cool seeing that Mandalorian character at Star Wars Galaxy Edge, him and Grogu. I can't fully give a full honest review until I see the whole thing, but I do like it. I'm happy that they're coming out with more Star Wars content with shows because there's so much of the story that hasn't been fleshed out on camera. Oh, that's cool. So you were here not that long ago. I hope you had fun. And if you ever have any questions about Disney stuff, if you plan to visit in the future, let me know. I'll try to help you out. Yeah, I've never stayed at a Universal Studios resort. It's something I do have to try in the future. Like I said, I will get an annual pass for Universal Studios. Just when, it's just finding the time and then the money now. They are harder with vlogging though. A lot of rides they don't let you film on at all. The only way you could do it if you film kind of very indiscreetly, which I don't think I really want to do. But I will. There's still a ton of stuff there you can film, like restaurant reviews and things like that. They do say Universal's cheaper with things, and it definitely is with regard to like annual passes and stuff. Yeah, there's some trains that travel through here, Amtrak and stuff like that. I've always thought of because I had a catalog once I got from AAA about different Amtrak rides, train rides you can get, and I was looking into one time trying one of those like cross country ones. I think it would be such a fascinating, cool experience. And it'll be amazing to vlog. One day I may actually do that. Oh, Christmas time. Well, just be prepared. It's gonna be busy. Um, I'll be going to Disney the first couple weeks of Christmas time. Then after that, no, because I no longer have an annual pass that covers those days. It wasn't worth spending hundreds of dollars more for 2 weeks in December and 3 days in November. I guess, I mean, any advice I give really wouldn't be any different from the rest of the year. Just prepare for crowds and enjoy yourself. Try to plan ahead for that stuff really well. I may try that Christmas Very Merry thing. I almost did it last year and then the Halloween one, but I didn't. Things came up. Yeah, I want to do one of those cross country train rides with through Amtrak. Some of them you get like your own cabin and stuff, and it looks nice. Yeah, I heard that LF. It's good not to have to worry about that anymore for a lot of that. I figured they would do away with it eventually. I see why they started it. I don't think it's really needed anymore. Oh, favorite meal. That's tough. Well, I really like sushi. Um, that hot and sour Chinese soup you get at Chinese restaurants is another favorite. Um, Anything seafood, really. Anything with shrimp. I really dig clam chowder. Um, I've had many hamburgers in my day. That's some of my favorite stuff. It's really tough to answer that. What's your favorite? Yeah, every time I go to a Chinese restaurant, I always get it. And interestingly, no Chinese restaurant makes the soup the same. They're always a little bit different. It's either a little bit spicier, a little less sweeter, not so sweet. Some will put meat in it, some won't put meat in it. Some will have tofu in it, some will have no tofu in it. They're always different. Oh, that's good, Chris. I like crab cakes. I haven't had them forever, though. What's interesting about Chinese restaurants, there's so many of them, especially around here. Foreign snack. Um, well, there's a couple that comes to mind. There's these candies that's British made. They're called Parma Violets. They taste like violet, very flowery. I have reviewed them on my channel. I actually found some recently again at a British themed restaurant. Another one, there's this cookie. It's Chinese. I got it at this Asian market store. It's like this big. It's super flat. It's soft, but it's covered with sesame seeds. I think it was. That is really really good. Those are a couple things I could think of. Did they enjoy it too, Chris Crafts? That's good. Yeah, and I actually filmed it about a week or so ago. Um, I think it was Hers Potato Chips came out with some new chips that's like condiment flavored, mustard, ketchup, um, spicy pickle, and a certain kind of onion one. One of them is an exclusive flavor to Wawa. I actually really like those. They were a bit salty, but they were pretty good. I have to upload that. Um, I just finished these the other day. I didn't do a video on it, but I kept the cam to remind me to get it again. These are done by well, let me show you. I thought these were pretty good. I guess a bit more healthier because they have potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, and pumpkin. And I did another flavored one. So these weren't too bad. I tried some Chinese chips that I picked up at Epcot, and they were actually very good, some of them. No, NASCAR. I haven't tried that place yet. I've been to Plant City a few times over the years. I need to go back because there's things around there I want to vlog. There's so many restaurants around here that I have on my list that you wouldn't believe it. I haven't had a crab cake in forever. But I do have a whole bunch of restaurants saved in the list I want to try here in Central Florida. The apple fries are very good at Legoland. I'm trying to think. Um, the best food at Legoland is at that oh, what's it called? That restaurant at the Pirate Hotel. That's the best there. I also really like they have in the Jago World. They have like an Asian food truck there, and that food there I thought was pretty good. I'll have to look up Maryland fried chicken and see where there's one around here. Oh, it's getting windy out there. As I hear some stuff. I think it's one of the dogs. I have to go check it out a little bit. Well, I'm not sure what you would consider as a new one. It's not really a ride, but I would put Interventions back. I just love the science displays and interactive things with regard to science. When they had, what was it called? The Wonders of Life Pavilion, the Golden Dome. When they had like Body Wars and things like that, I would do some science based attractions, to grow the mind, but also have fun. Like when they took out Ellen's Energy Adventure, which I understand why it was taken out. I liked it, but it was dated and it really had to be changed. I'm disappointed they took out science and they put science fiction there. Don't get me wrong, Guardians of the Galaxy, I love that franchise. I'm glad they built the ride, but I would have liked to have not been an expense as at a science-based attraction. But something that grows your mind, science or about animals or history. That depends. If you're parking for the hotel, if you're parking a handicap spot, if you have a preferred parking pass. If you don't have any of those things, it depends how busy it is. You could possibly park pretty far away, but it's not too bad. Not at this time, LF. Handicap is pretty close. You still have to walk a little bit of a ways, though. I'll have to film it one time for you, Chris, to show you. Favorite wing place? I wouldn't know if I really have a favorite. I went to this one place in Kissimmee called PJ's, I think it was. It was pretty good. Normally, when I buy chicken wings now, I get them from like a Publix because they're cheaper, they're a lot bigger. I've gotten chicken wings at restaurants before, and they're always so tiny now, but they're really good. Hello, maybe it's Nito. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I'll see about filming that and doing a video on that. I never thought about doing that. People might be interested to see how far the handicapped is. It all depends. If you see, there's handicap that is for like people are visiting. There's handicap spots that's supposed to be part of the hotel, but you could park if you're handicapped in either one. If you park in the ones that goes for the hotel, it's definitely a lot closer. But those usually go pretty quick. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot to hear that. Yeah, I never thought anyone would ever want to watch my videos at all because I never thought they were that good. Well, LF, it all depends. If they keep it close to how the original movie was, I think it'll be okay. But there's so much today that's so. I don't want to get in trouble here. But they do too many things with storylines to make it more supposedly politically correct. And it changes the story enough where it's not as good as the original. I mean, I don't mind some of them, but Like I saw some of the Beauty and the Beast one. I still think the animated one was so much far better. I know they're coming out with one with Ariel. I don't think I'll watch it though because I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid and I loved it at the time. And I don't think any live action one could be any better than that. But I would also like to see them do more new content too, instead of remaking some of the old ones sometimes. Okay, thanks for stopping in Tropical Nerds. I appreciate it. Yeah. Keep in contact, let me know, and then we'll set up a time to meet up at Epcot. I appreciate you stopping in. And you have a good night too, Tropical Nerds. Yeah, the live action just I don't know, those animated versions of it just seems to have that magic more, you know? The live action just doesn't seem to do it as well. But I also think part of it is it's more special to me and probably made for you because it came out when we were younger, when we were kids. I mean, I'm not sure how old you are, but you're probably not too far difference from me. And they had more special place in our heart, I guess you could say, where a live action one's just not going to have that because we don't have that childhood connection. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were doing a Lilo and Stitch one. Yeah, I do. I don't. I don't watch nearly as much TV as I used to, but I do watch. I wouldn't say a lot of YouTube, but more of what I watch that's on video is on YouTube than say on a regular TV now. I've been meaning to go to see a movie at a movie theater, but I can never seem to get to it. Then we're pretty much the close to the same age because I'm an '80s baby too and a '90s kid. So you and me experienced it generally the same time. And they just never do when they remake stuff. They just never do it as well as the old one. But unfortunately, they don't really. I don't think a lot of times they're not marketing to you and me. I think they're trying. I think they're marketing to younger people and trying to make it more fresher for them. I guess. Yeah, the original stuff's always the best. Yeah, I used to be really big into The Walking Dead. I haven't watched it in forever. That's good to hear, LF. I still have some of the originals on VCR tape. That's how old I am. Interestingly, I probably have one of the first DVD players that was put out with a VCR. My DVD player still has the VCR option. That's how long ago I bought that thing, and it still works. Cartoons are always better at simulating fantasy than live action, anyways. Yeah, I need to buy a backup VCR. Um, I used to have a second one, but when my house got struck by lightning years ago, it shorted it out. Because there's some movies out there that are only on VCR tape, but not on DVD or even online. Sometimes it's good to go old school, you know. LF, what do you think about them changing the theming for Splash Mountain? Oh yeah, I remember that. Um, I remember when I was a kid, we used to my mom would rent movies from the local video store, and those were good times. I heard they're starting to bring back blockbusters. Supposedly open up a new one. The last one was like out west somewheres. I heard that closed down. Then I heard they're going to start opening them again. Where I grew up, I don't think we had a Blockbuster. It was like local independent movie rental places, or it was like Wegmans. Used to where you can. I don't know if you guys heard of Wegmans, but you used to be able to rent videos there and Tops too. Yeah, there's video rental places like at Wegmans. They used to have cool movie posters and like those cardboard cutout displays that you don't see anymore. The first video recording camera I ever got used to record onto VCR tapes. Yeah, with regard to retheming Splash Mountain, in the end, I technically don't really care because it's going to be the same ride. It's just the theming is going to be different. The ride will be totally the same. Just the decoration and the theme and the story with it will be changed. And even that, I don't think will be hugely different from what it was before. So I know there was a lot of people that got really upset about it. I don't really see the big deal because it's the same ride. I'm not huge into rides with drops anyway, so it's not a big thing for me. I mean, I'm going to go experience it once and when it reopens and I'll film it, but that'll probably be it. So it doesn't really bother me either way. I was disappointed when they took out the Great Movie Ride, though. That was a cool ride. I'm assuming you remember that ride, the Great Movie Ride, LF. They had this behind the scenes tour. I seen a video on it where they took out the ride vehicles and they let you walk the track and take your time and take pictures. I didn't hear about that until like a month before that ride closed. I would have loved to have done that because rides like that, even though it wasn't that fast, you don't get a chance to look at a lot of the detail in the ride. And that ride had a lot of cool details. But I'm glad I got to film it and film both versions of it because there was two versions of that ride. Okay, so what was the first year that you got to Disney World? But you should check out some. I have it on my channel if you want to see it or someone else's. But that was a really cool ride. Don't get me wrong, Mickey's Runaway Railroad. It's cool. I don't mind them having built that ride. I just wish they would not have taken out the Great Movie Ride so much. You see, Hollywood Studios used to be about film production, making movies, and they got rid of so much of that. You know, they used to have where Star Wars Launch Bay is. They used to have where animators there. We could watch people make the cartoons. They used to have the Backlot Tour. They used to have Streets of America. They used to actually film shows at Hollywood Studios. All of that is gone. And they've taken out so much of it and replaced it with other things, especially Star Wars stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but there are other franchises out there I think you could do too. And it would be nice if they start back there with like film production again and how with regard to making television show and movies. Okay. Well, a lot has changed even since then. First year I went to Disney was in 2001, and it has changed a lot. But you know, when you and your family ever visit up here, if you ever want to meet up and hang out, LF, let me know. If you're not interested in it and you're not comfortable with that, that's cool too. I don't want you to think I'm pressuring either way. It's always great to meet people. Funny you should ask that, Chris. There was a band that they had at the Canada Pavilion. They had a new one there called Les Raffmans, and then they have a French name for it too. I'm not going to bother pronouncing it because I'll pronounce it very bad. When I was there on the 12th, I filmed it on my channel if you want to see it, Chris. And they're professional bands. They do tours and stuff. I haven't signed my autograph book. Always cool. I got my selfie with them. And I did do a few character meet and greets. I know some people probably think a grown man's dumb doing that, but I enjoy it. It's cute. The videos are pretty. They do pretty well. I did do Donald because it was his Fiesta uniform, so I wanted to show that. I did Joy because I filmed her before, but it was in the new location in ImageWorks, which I have not gotten her there yet. I haven't seen her since the old location at Epcot. And then this is Vanellope. All right. I never seen that movie that she was in. I think it was like Wreck-It Ralph or something. But that was a new character. I don't know too much about her, but all this stuff's on my channel, or it's going to be. It might not be live yet, but it's uploaded. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, even if you want to meet up at like Disney Springs or something, it doesn't have to be in one of the parks. Let me know. We can meet up at Disney Springs if you're interested. If you're not, or you're not comfortable doing that, that's cool too. Okay. There's been rumors they're going to do a Wreck-It Ralph attraction where they used to have the Stitch ride or the Stitch attraction. That's been rumored for years. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I actually liked the Stitch attraction. I thought it was fun. The Aliens Encounter ride, it's not really a ride. Attraction was there before it. I like that more. I guess that creeped the kids out. I actually filmed the Stitch ride. He's saying ride, but it's not actually ride. You never actually rode anywhere. I filmed the Stitch attraction. I actually did pretty well on my channel. I never filmed the Alien Encounters. That was like before I was doing YouTube, but it was basically the same attraction, just different story and theme to it. But if you do want to meet up one time, let me know. And Chris, you got to get down here. We got to meet up and hang out. Yeah, when's that going to happen, Chris? Let's make it happen. There's a ton of historical places. You want to go see some cool historical places, you should come with me to St. Augustine. I haven't been there yet, but that place has been there since like the 1500s. It's the oldest city in North America. It's like an old Spanish fort. There's tons of things to do around there. Some cool museums. Like one of the oldest wax museums, I think, is around there. So yeah, we got to make that happen. And there's a lot of cool restaurant around here. There's I don't remember, it was I think the largest like Spanish restaurant is here in Florida. It's huge. And then some of the oldest restaurants in the country is around here too, or at least in the area, this part of the country. Yeah, let's do it, Chris. Quick service. At Disney Springs, let me think. With regard to quick service, like a walk-up counter, Blaze Pizza is really good. That one burger place that's by Blaze Pizza. What was it called? I don't remember. It was really good. That sub place, Earl Sandwich. I just love the sandwiches there. With regard to table service, T-Rex, because I love dinosaurs. Rainforest Cafe, when they had bongos there, that Cuban cafe place, that was really good, but they're gone now. I've had Gator. I've had it in like at Gatorland, a few other places, and I actually bought some Gator at Publix, and I cooked it. I like it. If you cook it right, it tastes like chicken. If you cook it wrong, it's kind of fishy. And then I've had some Gator snack sticks that you could buy in like these like touristy places. But I do like it. Yeah, I love it too. I actually had my birthday there and I filmed it in 2018. It's such a cool place. I got to go back there and eat there again. I need to do a video on I need to go there and also film their stores. I need to do a video just on that. And the last time I was there, they had a Build-A-Bear thing. But basically it's like a dinosaur version. And I want to film that experience. Mom's been asking me to take her there, but she wants to build her own stuffed animal. So that's something I want to do too, and film it on camera. But T-Rex is a cool place. Yeah, if you cook it right, gator is very tasty. If you like looking at alligators themselves, you should check out Gatorland. That is a very cool place, and there's other attractions like that that I need to get to and vlog and check out. But Gatorland's, I haven't been to Gatorland in a long time. I need to get there. And their annual pass is not actually that expensive either. If you like seeing animals, it's called Zoo Tampa at Lowry Park now, but I still call it Lowry Park Zoo in Tampa. It's a very nice zoo. When you said fried gator balls, I was thinking of something else at the moment, if you know what I mean. There's a dish out west called Rocky Mountain Oysters. I've never tried it, but it's basically fried cow testicles. And when you said gator balls, it made me think about that. Some of the worst things, well, it's been happening a little bit more this last couple of years. So many more people's moving here. And a lot of the nature areas and orange groves are being knocked down for houses. So it's taken a bit out of the nature part of the way, and the traffic has gotten a lot worse. That's probably the main thing is the traffic and that. Sometimes it gets hot here, but that's what you have air conditioning for. There's not too many downsides, in my opinion, of living in Florida. Okay, it's busy, but there's so many things to do here. There's so many more opportunities. The weather, the most part, is pretty good. Sometimes it gets a little hot. Okay, you have maybe a hurricane once in a great while, but for the most part, it never has been a problem for me. Oh, so you agree on the right side of the political aisle, correct? I wasn't sure about that because I know you said you live in D.C., and I know D.C. it could be a very liberal place to live in. Well, LF, you know what? That means you got to come on down here and move. There's a lot of great places to live. There's still a lot of secluded places if you look. Try to avoid an HOA if you can, because you don't want to have people telling you what to do. But there's a lot more job opportunities, a lot more things to do, and you have pretty good weather. Hi, Kane Cardova. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Where are you from, Kane? If you don't mind if I ask, I always like to hear where people's from. And how did you find my channel? Okay, Connecticut. Cool. Actually, Trump doesn't live too horribly far from where I live because he's in what's that place called? Oh, by Palm Beach. I should remember. I heard it in the news enough. But he's not too horribly far from here. Mar-a-Lago, that's right. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago. He'll probably will eventually build his presidential museum here. I don't think he's going to build it in New York because they really hate him up in New York, and he doesn't like them either. So I think he's going to build it down here. I've never been to a presidential library museum. I really want to go to at least one. The closest one to me at the moment is Jimmy Carter's, but it's still a bit of a really too much of a drive. But I would love to visit all of them one time because I just love the history of that stuff. But if Trump builds one here in Florida, that would definitely put one closer to where I'm at. But I would eventually love to see all of them. Do you all have any other questions? Anything you want to talk about? It's good everyone stopped in. The first 20 minutes or so of this live stream, I was pretty much talking to myself. So it's good to see some people came in here. I always love talking to people. Yeah, but the flight's not too bad, Chris. When I flew to Colorado for my brother's funeral, it was about 4 hours long. Yeah, LF. I on this channel, I have a tendency to stay away from politics because most people who watch my stuff don't really want to hear about that. So politics, religion, and social issues is kind of the kiss of death for my channel. So I have my thoughts, I have my positions. I just don't talk about much in this channel now. If we meet up in person or ever talk privately, I'd be glad to speak to you about all this stuff. Well, yeah, but presidential could be a lot of things. Like you could stay in a fancy hotel at the presidential suite. Um, you get and a corporation, you get no higher than the president of the corporation. So it doesn't necessarily mean politics, even though it is partially called the presidential tourist because of that, because I am interested in government history and politics. Yeah, I watch the news a lot, LF, and so much of it's about politics. Kind of gets tiresome. That's why when I'm not watching the news, I watch other stuff. And like I watch some videos, say sometimes here on YouTube. Farthest thing you can get from politics. No, I don't have a Chucky doll. I never cared for those movies. I always thought they were creepy. I've seen those dolls for sale a couple times. I've I almost met a president once. I seen Gerald Ford in person. I got like 4 feet from him or so. I can't say I met him as I didn't actually, shake his hand or nothing, but I did see him, which I thought was really cool. I regret not being able to meet him. Fortunately, he's passed away since then, but at least I can say I saw him. Um, he was there at Walter Cronkite. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Some of the old movies. Yeah, so much of today's gone so politically correct. Now, LF, are you a male or a female? If you don't mind if I'm asking. Oh, hi, She Wolf Warrior. How are you? It's been a while since I heard from you. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, just talking about stuff, She Wolf. I haven't heard yet much about when they're going to start those theme weekends again at Legoland. Normally they would announce that stuff soon, She Wolf. I got to go down there and do some more vlogging. They had a Make-A-Wish event for a kid called Cooper, and I filmed that, and they did a nice thing where they made him into a superhero for a day and everything. Okay, LF, I thought so. I just wanted to be sure. Well, thanks for stopping in, She Wolf. I appreciate that. I know you like the Legoland stuff. I should be having some more Legoland things soon. I gotta see when they're gonna have some of those theme weekends. They haven't announced it yet. I do plan to go probably in a couple weeks just to do some miscellaneous things. Oh, that's cool. So you went to Legoland, New York. That's awesome. I've loved to check it out one time. The Legoland there in California. Well, I can't see them totally canceling it. I'm gonna have to ask. I got to contact them about something and see what they say. But who knows? Maybe they decide to do a change. I wouldn't know, Chris. I'm sure there is. They have a lot of sports stuff here in Florida. A lot. Oh, so you're gonna put up a video, She Wolf, about your stop there at Legoland, New York? That'd be awesome. I definitely would watch it. I appreciate it, LF. I really do. Thanks for stopping. It's always great to talk to you and for your support on my channel. Like I said, if you and your family are ever interested in meeting up at Disney or someplace, let me know. But I appreciate you stopping. I always love talking to people. I don't get a chance to do that very often, as much as I'd like to. But I hope you have a good night. Yeah, I know. I know how it goes with making videos, She Wolf. Sometimes it takes forever. That's why I do minimum editing on my videos, because some people for a 15-minute video could put hours and hours and hours into editing. Will do, LF. Will do. Thank you for stopping in. My mom appreciates it too. With regard to Tampa or Orlando, probably Tampa. Or no, Orlando. I think Orlando would be closer. The few times I flew down to Florida when I used to live up north, I always flew into Orlando. It was just a lot easier. It's a really big airport. Lucky's doing okay. There's some issues. Um, Not as much with the cancer, but it was back. He still has some trouble walking. He stumbles, has weakness in his legs, and then he has to sit down more. A couple weeks ago, he stopped eating for 2 days. I had to give him an appetite stimulator that the vet gave me. That got him back on track, and I think it was because of his back. Sometimes I think it's really bothering him. So that's definitely been more problem than anything. Mom's doing okay, the usual issues with her, but she's definitely has improved a lot with regard to her injury when she fell back in this it'll be November now. That Coral Reef is a really nice restaurant. She enjoyed it a lot. I had a cake delivered there that Disney made, and she was very happy. It was a total surprise. But if you ever get a chance to eat at Coral Reef, you should check it out. It's a really cool, nice restaurant. Yeah, she enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, let me know, Chris. We'll see about doing something together. But it would have to be really, really planned out, though. And it would have to be something I would need to know quite a while ahead of time because, I have the dogs I'm responsible for and mom and stuff. So I can't just drop things and go. But if I know enough ahead of time, we could definitely plan something together. Yeah, I did a video about when he last saw the radiation oncologist, which was a couple weeks ago. He's supposed to see the radiation oncologist again in a couple weeks. I actually was going to film a video letting everyone know how he's doing. He's doing pretty good. Like I said, it's just the back issues. He's still on medication. Right here, he lost a good amount of hair in this spot for the radiation on his neck. They said that was going to happen anyways, but for a while there, that was really inflamed and kind of icky and everything. But it scabbed over, healed over. Now it's just healthy skin, just no hair. You wouldn't even know he was having health issues if it wasn't for the back stuff. But basically, all we can do is now just we got to keep taking him in to get monitored, to get checked. That's the only way we know if he's doing okay. He's supposed to do another CAT scan in a couple months. I'm a little concerned, though, because that's how he hurt his back last. I'm also concerned because of the financials, because taking care of him has cost a lot of money. And I'm concerned if he ever needs to get radiation again. I don't know if I could afford it this time because all his treatment since last year, when he first had the toe taken off because of the cancer, we're talking $30,000. It's a lot of money. And I had to take out loans and everything. I did a GoFundMe, but it was not very successful at all. Oh, okay. Talk to you later, She-Wolf. Thanks for stopping in, and look forward to talking to you again soon. I understand, She-Wolf. Good night. Yeah, there's going to be some cool places, Chris, that we could visit. Like the largest McDonald's in the world is in Orlando. It's like 3 floors or something like that. There's the largest Mexican restaurant, I think, is in Orlando. I have to look. That's in the world, I think. There's some really cool themed places. I don't want to say publicly, but I'm actually going to this one place. It's kind of a hole in the wall type place, but it's really famous for. And I don't want to say what kind of food because I want it to be. I'll tell you offline, but I'm going to be going to. I'm hoping maybe in a couple weeks. We got to see. But yeah, there's some good, really cool themed restaurants around Orlando. Definitely, Orlando's a big place. How's that going with your back issues, Chris? Well, that's good. At least you're, keep moving forward, and it seems to be getting better. I know having issues with your back can be tough because I had a couple of really bad years with that where I ended up having to get surgery, and it was just. Yeah, I remember getting when I had a lot of back issues. I had epidural steroid injections where they would put a needle in your spine. It not fun, and it's really weird because they stick this needle in there. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it didn't. But when they put the needle and they eject that liquid in there, how do I? It's really odd feeling. It literally feels like someone's reaching in you and they're squeezing your spine because you feel like this pressuring feeling on your spinal cord, and the spine is really weird. So I kind of know what you're going through. I'm just looking at the image of what you see, everyone, and see how it goes. Yeah, you're only about, I don't know, 5 seconds after I do something. Like when I wave, it's only like 5 seconds after I actually do it. Well, that's good. This thing using the cane, it makes you look distinguished. You just think about getting one of those fancy ones. It'll even make you even look even more distinguished. It's like in a like in one of kind of like one of those hats that I use. It kind of adds to the look, and it's not a that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good idea. That'd be cool. I know there's certain kinds of woods you can get them made out of, get them hand carved. A lot of the ones you buy in the store, they're very boring. I had to use a cane after I had my surgery in my back for 2 or 3 weeks. It definitely it was big getting used to. That's right. They can't tell you can't. Plus, you ever get attacked, you have a weapon there. Yeah, back in the day, you see a lot of the movies where it took place like the 1800s. I also call it a walking stick or a staff. Anything else been going on with you, Chris? Yeah, we could do a live video chat again and talk about it. Um, on what to do to hang out. We could do it for a weekend. You could come down. We can just do a few things together, I guess. Yeah, that would make it easier. Just have to decide when's a good time for you. Because it'd be You're the one that has to travel all the way down here. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of YouTubers. They will do video reviews on the hotels that they stay at. Like show the room and the accommodations and all that stuff. I did it once in Colorado. Did I ever do it? I never did it at Disney Hotel. I did some walkthroughs. Well, no, I did some at Legoland. That's right. So I've only done a couple of them. Oh, hi, Mr. Neo Kitty Cat Saki. How are you? Yeah, there are a lot of cool hotels here in Florida, Chris. Some really good old-fashioned ones and some really cool theme ones. I'm actually probably going to get ready and get going soon, but I'll talk a little bit longer. Anything you want to talk about, Mr. Neo, Mr. Nico Kitty Cat Saki? Anything you want to talk about? Let me know. Same to you, Chris. Okay, Chris. Yeah. Message you later, and we'll see about talking more about you coming down. Oh, Iron Brew. They know that. Yeah, that. Um, it's from the UK, but it's from Scotland. I've tried that. I reviewed it on my channel years ago. There's actually a diet version of that, which I want to try. But I tried the regular. It's very sweet. It was good, but very sweet. I've seen it in person. Some of the public stores have been having it, I believe, and I saw it at a couple of British themed restaurants that sell also British groceries. But I have tried Iron Brew. Very sweet soda. Have you tried Iron Brew? Well, it's getting late, guys. I think I am going to get going. It's getting. I was on here a lot longer than I intended to be, but it's a happy surprise because I got to talk to a lot of great people today. And I appreciate everyone stopping in, talking. It's always great to connect with people, new people, old people that I've talked to before. And it's the wonders of YouTube. Because if it wasn't for this, I would have never have known any of you guys or ever communicate with any of you all. And it's just always cool to be able to talk to people. I need to do these live streams more often. I've just a lot going on, but I will try to do it soon. Excuse me, soon again. But if you see this, you missed it. If you have any questions, just put them below. Excuse me. I'm always happy to answer your questions. I'm going to get going. Sorry I wasn't able to talk to you too long, Mr. Nico Kitty Cat Saki, but I will be doing these live streams again soon. I look forward to talking to you and everyone else again. All right, I got to get going. Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're in, and stay safe. There's a lot of dangerous things out there. All right. See you, everybody. Bye.